see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now back out comes the offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll come out in the pistol. And off comes to Peterson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to...
He's got a man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Brown, 27 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Will Hill. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy, because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's the thinking man's receiver as well.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The man in motion is Brown. Now a play fake here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is caught by Antonio Brown. It's a gain of 14 there, and that enables him to also pick up the first. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's good enough for a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a New York first down. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that and a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer because you can cover him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And the play clock's running down. Throwing is Rodgers, and he slings one that's incomplete. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They come out in the pistol. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Ozzie Newsome. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ozzie Newsome from 4 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
To throw that balance out of whack, that's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now out come the Giants. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They go play action. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! Reggie Bush, 40 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So following the penalty, now 1st and 5.
Here we go now.
To throw is Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Here we go. 3 and out.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Cousins again. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this offense ready to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown! Antonio Brown as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now back out comes the offense. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
That is caught. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
850. 319. Zoom.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson, as time expires in the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 3rd.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythm and clear eye, and vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect a special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's McNair. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. On second down, McNair. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On first and 10, McNair. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
To throw, McNair. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it when you have that much time to scan.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Eric Ebron, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And all the way in for the touchdown. And McCaffrey, 67 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the...
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. They'll come out in the pistol. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and often...
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Memphis with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down following the incompletion. On second down, McNair. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins Hopkins, 51 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Peterson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now Sanders. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go!
On 1st and 10, McNair. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
This will be caught inside the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
A give to McCoy. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go!
Here's McNair. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards of the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
McNair. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Now this offense ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rodgers now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
630.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. A gain of 19 in picking up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rodgers now on first down. Complete to Newsom. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a give to Peterson running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Brown as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now McNair. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Let's go, Brown! Brown!
On second down, McNair. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Play clock winding down. Peterson alone in the backfield. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his target, the tight end Newsom. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he will take it in for the touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have once again taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 42 yards. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They run, Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
26.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Reggie Bush was the intended target. And now it's third down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Rodgers to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Rodgers to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ed McCaffrey, the intended target. And it's fourth down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Back to throw. Oh, it stays up. Finding time. Looking left sideline. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Over the middle to Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now this offense ready to take over again. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means balls.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Complete to Newsom. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Bush on third down. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yeah, Sanders now to return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And now back out comes the offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they're going to speed things up here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones, but at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
Bass stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed, the hip-hop sizzle and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west, now down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, hold those and throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the in the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24, we striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Oh, giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants, heart of David, you know it.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got his target, the tight end Newsome. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. On play action, Rodgers. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The play clock's running down. They run again with Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rodgers now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Ziggy Ansah coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pick. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Second down, McNabb. Caught left side by Hilton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Michael Strahan coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Rodgers. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's McNabb. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So Herman Moore, his first grab of the game, and back in his day, he shattered all the Lions' receiving records.
And he did it with a number of different quarterbacks. He was the target for defenses to adjust to. And I guess the best way to put it is, Herman Moore, that guy, could play in today's game and be just as successful.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now it's McNabb. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now McNabb. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and 4. In motion left comes Brown. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Now he'll throw deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try to put points on the board. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
To throw on second, McNabb. This is caught by Antonio Brown. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. McNabb, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Out of the gun, McNabb. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. McNabb to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their big tight end, 41 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And it's up and good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Throwing is Rodgers. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd down, McNabb. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They snipped it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And now out come the Steelers. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now McNabb. This will be caught at about the 5. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan. And you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection. So you have to...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw, it's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, here's McNabb. And able to find Conley. Time for a break.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil I ain't trying to see. Pray to the Lord that he let me in. I'm breaking in. Breaking in.
heard you head this way. Are you still living in the place? They told me you've been doing okay, okay. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts, yeah, entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running but I've reached the edge, and now I'm falling, so promise that you'll catch me. Promise that you'll catch me. Dreams forever in my head, it seems. I finally know what they mean. I promise that one day you'll see. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts, yeah, entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running but I've reached the edge, and now I'm falling, so promise that you'll catch me. Promise that you'll catch me. Promise that you'll catch me.
I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. Demon things spitting in my cup all night long. Wield your tongue at my throne of power. Oh no. I never for a second thought that I was dead. Oh no. I never for a second let you into my head. Oh no. I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive. I bet you die, you were the love of my life. Whoa no. I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa no. I bet you thought that I would lose my mind. Oh no. I bet you thought that I'd give up tonight. Oh no. Bleeding knees, but honey, I can still cry. Oh yeah. I'm going crazy to get out of this. Oh yeah. I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive. I bet you inside you were the love of my life. Whoa, no. I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence. Now. Presence. Come out. Come out. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling rhythmically right, and vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence. Now. Presence. Come out. Come out.
we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been... Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. One Philadelphia Eagle has already been taken in this draft. Could they double up and take another one here? Oh, how about this for a tough choice early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. In these middle rounds, you have to start asking, oh, this guy's a rare talent and a huge upgrade over what they had before. No way it'll be all right. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Yeah, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position?
Crack of dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're the smoke that we're the party we throw, it's going all night long when the lights we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink. Here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on and everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that with them, the smoke that with them, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, your buzz blowing it up, it's going all night long. When the lights come on. Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing you know